I don't like what I'm seeing. And the reason why I don't like what I'm seeing, and I'm not talking about last night when they hit 26 threes and stuff. That's a different ball game, and I'm a fan of Eric Gordon, and I get all of that. But James Harden, over the last 5 games, this 5-game winning streak that they're on, is averaging 38 points on 53% shooting. I don't know if that's going to last. As great, as phenomenal as he is. B, and most importantly, that's not why they wanted CP3 here. The team that they assembled the way that they did, P.J. Tucker would hit open threes. Trevor Ariza, excluding Game 7 of the conference finals, would hit open threes. Eric Gordon was hitting threes. Gerald Green would come off the bench and provide a spark, etc. They were getting contributions from everybody. The Rockets team that I'm seeing win now is the Rockets team that we saw before CP3 arrived. They'd get on the floor. James Harden would go berserk. They'd win 50 games or more. They'd get to the semifinals, and everybody knew they were going home then. That's the Rocket team that we saw. So when I look at this team, it's not that it's, of course, you're winning. I get it. And James Harden's fantastic offensively, and I get that. But that's not the winning formula. That's not the team that Daryl Morey said he built to chase Golden State. That's not going to get it done. Not this style of play. It's not going to happen.
Look, I think that the window for the Rockets to win was last year. I thought they would win. I think if CP3 been healthy, they would have won. I think that window is closed. I don't see this team, losing Ariza, losing Mbah Moute. That changes them defensively, and the Warriors, meanwhile, roll along. I will say this, though. I don't see it for the same reasons you do, Stephen A. I see the Rockets struggling when CP3 wasn't available, when he wasn't healthy. Then he got healthy. A couple things happened. They hired Bzdelik back. He came out of whatever, quote-unquote, retirement. Bzdelik, their essentially defensive coordinator, first thing he does is get rid of Carmelo Anthony. Then CP3 gets healthy. So their defense is better. And they have a starting 5, which includes James Harden and CP3 and Clint Capella and P.J. Tucker. Those are the guys getting minutes, right? And now they're okay. Now, I don't think they're going to catch the Warriors, and the Thunder have been special defensively so far this year, and the Nuggets got some stuff going on. But I think the Rockets fit in right there with those teams, and I see a healthy CP3 more or less returning them to where they were. A little less because of the loss of the defensive wings that I mentioned, but more or less the Rockets being back to what they were.
Well, I disagree because there's very little room for error when we're talking about the Rockets. And again, I appreciate what we get. The numbers speak for themselves. 10-point differential, 8 more points per game, 5-0 during this winning streak, 5% better from three-point range. And I'm telling you, a lot of that has to do with the Herculean effort we're seeing being put forth by James Harden. I think that there's something to be said for having to carry a franchise on your back year after year after year. Eventually, it will take its toll. And when I look at CP3
went for 21 and 8 last night, Stephen A. So it's easier to be Hercules when you got CP3 on the floor with you.
Well, you can use that number. I'll use this number because you brought up how CP3 was shooting. CP3, you brought that up a few weeks ago in terms of what we've seen for him in terms of his evolution over the years. CP3 was shooting 46% last year. Maxi's not even at 42% this year. He's shooting about 3 or 4% left from three-point range. All I'm saying is, again, I'm not decrying. I'm not knocking him for it. I know he'll get it going. I believe in him. I'm simply saying the way that they're winning, the way that they're playing, that's not going to get it done. That's not the formula for the Rockets.
Wait, what does it mean? They ain't getting past the Warriors. No one is this year. If that's what you mean by it, then you're right. But the Jazz, who I think will turn it on at some point, the Nuggets, like not if Donovan Mitchell gets together, the Nuggets, the Thunder, yeah, I could see the Rockets getting by those teams like this.
I look at the league collectively. I look at the opportunity for you to get beat up during other competition and how that might compromise you as the game wanes. I'm looking at a Steph Curry. I'm looking at a Kevin Durant. I'm seeing how great and brilliant they are, but you could question the durability of Steph Curry. Can you guarantee he's going to stay healthy?
No.
Can you guarantee that Draymond Green is going to be hitting threes? Can you guarantee that Andre Iguodala is still going to have fresh legs come playoff time? I'm just saying, all of these question marks If the Houston Rockets somehow, some way had kept their team intact and was able to imitate what they did last year, you just never know. Would I bet on them? No. I would bet on Golden State. But it'd still be a possibility. I'm saying this style of play, it's back to the old days of the Houston Rockets that ain't going to get it done. That's all I'm saying.
They're not what they were.
CP3 was there. That's the kind of aggression we're seeing from Harden.
Yeah, but when CP3 is back on the floor, even if he's a diminished version of himself, the other team still has to account for him. He's still the emotional leader. Everyone gets, juiced by that. And you've seen what happens.
I agree with that.
Got rid of Carmelo, CP3 came back, and once they were functioning as their new whole unit, they're 5-0.